Alright everybody, we are going to go ahead and jump right on back in. I wasn't planning on doing a tutorial, but I got a lot of questions from a lot of y'all, so I am back on the old ball and chain YouTube. Alright, so let me go ahead and see what all we need as far as supplies. Okay, so we are going to be embroidering on a folder, a poly folder, like the plastic ones. And what you're going to need is, of course, your thread of choice. So we're going to need our thread. I'll be using the green. You are going to need scissors. This bad boy right here, I don't know what it's called. Please leave it in the comments below if you know what it's called. But yeah, you'll need this. Your ruler, something that can be erased or something that you can write with that can be washed off or brushed off. You don't want to use a pen. You don't want to leave any marks that can be left behind. And I think I already said ruler. And you're going to need your adhesive spray. You can use any type of adhesive spray. Just don't use any type of heavy duty adhesive spray, like a craft spray for like fibers or temporary hold. Okay, you want fast tap. Okay, and then the next thing you're going to need is stabilizer. For this one, I'm going to be using a tearaway stabilizer, but I also have iron-on stabilizer. Of course, you wouldn't iron it on; you would just, put it on the hook. Hoop like we're going to be doing, but because a lot of y'all are like, I want to know exactly what it is you use. This is the tearaway. It is a medium weight tearaway stabilizer, and for this one, it actually came with my embroidery machine, so I haven't used any other stabilizers. Everything came with my machine. But I'm assuming you can use any stabilizer or medium tearaway stabilizer or whatever. And this, my friends, is actually my iron-on stabilizer. So let me put this back and get out the stabilizer that I just showed you all. So bear with me. Here we go. Okay. Stabilizer. Alright, so now that we have and of course you're going to need your embroidery machine, and I will leave in the description below what embroidery machine this is. But this is a B70 Deco. It is the embroidery only machine. I have a brother sewing machine for separate projects and everything. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is go ahead and measure, you guys. Whether you're new or old, I hear a lot of people saying, what are the measurements? Can I have your templates? How did you make this? Where did you get that? I don't know how to size it. I know y'all may hate to hear it, but this right here, when you are embroidering, when you are sewing, even with sublimation, anything, this right here, this is your best friend, okay? This folder may not be the same size as another poly folder. It may be an inch longer or a centimeter. Like, you just measure everything so that way you don't have any issues. So whether you're using this folder, and let me show you what this one is, Pen and Gear. Depending on where you're at, it could be anywhere between 25 cents to 54 cents right now because it's back to school season, but they go on clearance and become 10 cents sometimes. So yeah, you just want to get a poly folder. You want to make sure it's the plastic kind, and you don't want a real thick one. This one isn't thick. My needle goes through like butter. This is the regular standard universal needle. There's nothing special about this needle. And let me go ahead and show you that one right here. It is a 7511 embroidery needle right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. But yeah, 7511 is the needle head that I am using. So nothing special about that. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to measure. This should be 9 inches across, or roughly at 9. Yep, felt just a tiny bit short of 9 inches, but that's fine. Our middle is going to be 4.5. So what I like to do is come right up here at the very top. Okay, we're gonna take, this is nothing but a white, they advertise this as a fabric pencil. It's a white matte pencil, okay? So if your kids got a white matte pencil, go take it. They're not gonna use it. Okay, so I marked the middle of my binder right there, if y'all can see it. Boop. Okay, that's going to play when we get ready to line up. And so now what I'm going to do is go up and down. It's 11.5 long, so we're going to do 5.5 about right here. Okay, so we don't want to go below the 5.5. This is the top, so we want to keep it right here in the middle. So now that we know, we're going to measure from here to here, and this is about 3. We're going to do 3 because it's about 5 and a little bit more. So we're going to go right here where the 3 is, and then we're going to meet those two together. All right. We are done with the ruler. So what this basically is telling me is I don't want it to go below here, okay? This is our middle going up and down, and straight across right here, I took the measurements from here to here. This is the middle, brought it up just a little bit because I want the top of the letter to start here, okay? But we're going to keep the name in between here. It's not going to go below this. It's going to be right in here. So that's going to give us our nice middle. And the way that that is going to look is like this, okay? So when we have it right here, we bring it over. There we go. It's going to line up right there in the middle once the name. So the top is where this S was, this R, this E. So that's where it is going to line up right there when we get ready to do everything. Okay? Oh, what was that? All right. Next thing we're going to do is, for this one, I am using my medium hoop. There we go. My embroidery machine, largest hoop, I think is 10 by 6. So this is the medium one. It's a little bit smaller than that. What we're going to, sorry you guys, let me get back in frame. What we're going to do is take our tearaway stabilizer. And let me tell you guys something, because this is 15, I'll make sure I get that right, 15 inches long. I can actually fit 2 of these on here. Okay, all I do is when I'm finished with this one, I tear it away and then I flip it and then stabilize here and do another folder. So just keep that in mind if you buy this size or a 15-inch roll, to not worry about having to chop everything down and stuff. Okay, so just enough. All right. Okay, we're going to go ahead put this bad boy up and away. I don't need these scissors anymore. Alright, we are going to go ahead and hoop our stabilizer. What we're going to do is the floating method. Okay. So hopefully you guys already know how to hoop. If not, I mean, YouTube, you're here already. There'll be someone that will be able to show you how to hoop your machine. Okay. Alright, now we should be hearing a thump thump like a drum sound. Hear that? That's what it should sound like. Alright. Now, the next thing you want to do is take your adhesive spray. Okay, you guys, hold on. My head's going to come across. We are going to spray. What I'm doing right here is just taking some paper because I don't want this to get adhesive on it. Alright. Not a lot. Just a little, you guys. Also, you should do this in a well-ventilated area. Do as I say, not as I do. That's the disclaimer. Okay. That's it. You don't need too much. I still sprayed it. Alright. Alright, so we are going to, look at that's on the table. Allow this to start kind of tacking down. I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to go ahead and get my alcohol wipes. I don't need a sticky place. I usually have a wood board that I have sitting down when I do this, the spray. Okay. And if y'all are asking and wanting to know, alcohol wipes. That's this. I think I got this from the dollar store out here. Okay. We don't need this anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and put that up. And again, you guys, excuse the disorganization. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing a tutorial. All right, now we're gonna bring our embroidery machine. I had to clean mine and everything else, so I am going to assemble it really quick. And we're going to hope and pray that the craft embroidery guys don't allow any craziness to happen while we're trying to get this done. I've been doing it. Oh, come on. There we go. Behave. We have company, you guys, okay? Let's work together. All right. Now that I've given my equipment a good talk, I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys up and get you a better view. Okay, let's bring you back a little. All right, I have bottoms on. Okay, now what we're getting ready to do next is, it's gotten a little tacky. We are going to take our folder, and where we had that mark at right here, you want to put in the middle mark of your hoop, which is right here. Some hoops have an arrow, some don't. Work it out. All right. All right, let's press it down. All right, so now we are just pressing everything down to hold in place. Be careful not to wipe off your marks, okay? So this is where we are at. Oh, too much glare. Okay, there we go. Right here, it lined up, all right? And then, like I said, I have my mark right here. Then I'm going to line up with my design and the name that I get ready to put in there. Okay, so now that this is on here, you definitely want to make sure that when you flip it over, this part is not under here. Okay, that it's not under here, it's on top. Okay. So now we're going to put this to the side. Okay. And let's see. We will do, I'm trying to think of the name that I can do on here really quick. All right. So mine's already has, so this is not anything that I need to digitize. My machine already has different fonts and stuff for names. So the first font I did was for Serenity, and it was this font right here. I'm going to do another font. Let me see how this is going to look. So we have F, and then we're going to do lowercase. We're going to do my name. Of course I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters, right? Okay. Go big, go home. All right. Go. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and load my machine. Alrighty. This is the part where you definitely want to make sure everything is good and glued down, because this is going to be bending and moving and you don't want any of that stuff to pop up. So we're going to go under. Okay. And right there, you see how I pulled it and folded it? Okay. Boom. It is slid in. At this point, this is the only thing I'm going to need right here, which is to cut my thread. And I'll be bringing you guys in just a second. Okay, so right now, we're going to find the middle. All right, I already found the middle on here. Now I'm just going to take this and line it up. Okay, everything is in there. So now we're going to go, mine's is going to say, you know, thread, different color. So this is the point where if you wanted to have every letter a different color, you could do that. For the sake of this tutorial, we are just going to keep everything one color. And if you're selling these, charge more if you have to do different colors, because that's more work that you're going to have to do. All right, I didn't read it, so... What do you want from me? Here we go. You acting like the redhead stepchild. Okay? Let's behave. You will get popped. Okay. I just cleaned you. You got everything you need. There we go. All right. Y'all, it was that bad. It was acting a little... Oh, you saw the attitude again? Okay, sorry. Let me get back. All right. No, we don't. See, now you got me all discombobulated. Where was I at? What was I doing? There we go. Come on over right here. There we go. So, as we know, this is the middle. Okay. Bring my foot down. There we go. And the reason I'm bringing my foot down is so that I can see my little red lines if they line up. Okay. All right. It did. Okay. We are in the middle. My lines here line up. My lines here line up. And I am in the middle right there. So now, we already said same color threads for everything. We are getting ready to start. All right. Now what you want to do is, on this part, you want to be holding it down like just this right here, because it's popping up. If you can see that. Let me lower this. Ooh, that was a bumpy ride. Y'all okay? Motion sickness. All right, there we go. Okay. So, right here. See? We want to press that down. All right. We are getting ready to go ahead and start, and we're going to cross our fingers and hope my machine acts right. I hold it right here to push it down like that instead of having my hands in the way, okay? So, let's get ready to rumble, you guys. Okay, I'm going to turn my speed down really quick because I just want to make sure that everything is catching the way it's supposed to before I start to speed up. Okay, now I'm going to let this go. Okay, so as of right now, my tension is set to a 4. Again, you are going to have to do what works best for you and your machine and what you know. Now, this project says at this speed, it's going to take 15 minutes, okay? If I speed it up, it's going to get louder. 14 minutes it dropped it down to. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna let it go, you guys. Now, for the sake of this, I am going to speed up this part, but I'm gonna let the whole 14 minutes go all the way through. I'm going to take you guys off of this and put you in my hand and hold it this way so you can see everything as it happens in real time, just sped up. Okay, you guys? So, I'll be back in a second. And here we are. So, let's finish the first letter. This is where my machine likes to act crazy when it's switching in between. So I'm going to go back to slow speed. All right. Looking good. Okay. Let's speed this bad boy up. I just wanted to stop for a quick second to show you guys right here. You see how that end lined up with it straight across? That's why that measuring is so important. And then, like I said, this right here is going to come off. So you're good to go. Okay, guys, we are all done. Let me flip you guys back. Okay. Now I'm going to bring you guys up a little bit so we can unload it and get to everything else. Okay. Okay, be careful when you unload it. All right, you guys, look at that. Oh my God, a little pumpkin underneath or something, but you know, that's a different thing. Okay, so this is the back. So this is like any other type of embroidery that you would do at the end, okay? So for me personally, okay, because y'all get a little upset when people do things the way they want to. Take what you need and leave what you don't. Okay? There we go. So I am going to go ahead and start cleaning up those little strings. Especially if you're selling this, you don't want, you know, to give it looking any kind of way. Okay. Oh, so you guys, I'm so sorry, I got quiet. I was concentrating. This is the part where I'm going to tell you guys to please like, comment, subscribe. All the information will be listed in the description box below with links on where you can purchase everything from, as well as Amazon links that will get me commission when you click the links. Whether you buy or don't buy, if within the next 24 hours you do buy something, then just use my link as well for Amazon. That would be greatly appreciated, you guys. Okay, and if you guys would like me to come back to YouTube and do more stuff, I can. I know I've been gone for a while. For my oldies, they know that I basically was doing like sublimation and everything else. I've added so much more. I have a laser now. I have an embroidery machine. I have a sewing machine. I have a Roland BN20 eco-solvent printer. Oh, yeah, endless. DTF, everything. Okay, you guys. So now that I've cleaned up all of those little raw edges, I then take my lighter. Okay? I don't know if you can see. It's personal opinion. Okay? There's a little thing sticking up right there. I don't like it. I don't like it right there. A little loose end. So we're going to tie those loose ends. Boom. Just hit it really quick. And I look. Everything else is good. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, you guys just be careful with the heat, the adhesive, all that other stuff. We're going to unhook the loop. Alright. And this is the reason why you don't want to spray a lot, because you don't want to leave a sticky mess. I mean, if you happen to do that, just take an alcohol wipe. I know I live by alcohol wipes. It solves all the problems. Take an alcohol wipe and then wipe off any looseness that's there. So in the beginning of the video, if you guys remember, look at that. I got a whole nother end right here. Okay? So don't be so worried about trying to cut your stabilizer off to match perfectly, because 9 times out of 10, you can still use it. Alright, so right here, I have a little bit of residue from the adhesive right here. I'm just going to take my alcohol wipe and go in. I'm just going to clean the whole surface. Alright. It's being stubborn. It don't know me. Alright. Now, we're just going to take off those innings on the inside. That's where my tweezers come in handy. And yeah. So, oh my gosh, guys, I've also party favors. Man, yeah. Back to school stuff, back to school outfits, hair bows. Yeah. But what's getting ready to come up, like I said, for me, of course, graduation season, that's over. But the next thing, believe it or not, for people like me who make stuff, is homecoming. I'm located in Katy, Texas, and just Texas in general. I don't know about any other states. We are big when it comes to homecoming, and we are big when it comes to our moms. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I'm already preparing for homecoming. Moms, If your kid is running for the court, man, we make the announcements, invitations, posters, and flyers so they can hang up across the school and everything. But like I said, I'm in Texas, so y'all already know Friday Night Lights is a real thing. Football is a real thing out here, and school spirit and everything else, yeah. So I have a lot of overalls for homecoming that they also tend to use. If it doesn't say homecoming, it just says senior or freshman or something like that. A lot of people take their senior photos in those as well. It's also pullover season, so we are getting ready to start making our pullovers and our hoodies with the seniors on there, 2026 and everything. So we like to stay ahead of the curve and start getting stuff out as soon as possible. So if you guys want to see videos and how-tos on that, please let me know. And yeah, all right, you guys, so we are done. So that is the back. All right, this is the front. Look like that. Yes. Who gonna steal my folder? Nobody? Nobody? No, ma'am. That's not her folder. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. My name is Francine. Yes. So, why does she have my folder? My name is Serenity. Why does she have my folder? Let's have a conversation. Give it back. You guys can also do math, science, history, English, language arts. You can do these however you want to. So, there you guys go. Really quick tutorial. Hope I guys didn't talk your brain off. I'm just looking at it and admiring my work, you guys. Yes, I'm happy about it. Yes. Okay, you guys. So, like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.